Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make thin mint macarons. So first up, we're going to make our chocolate thin mint wafers, which are going to be sandwiched in between both of the macaron shells. So in a small bowl, you're going to add some room temperature butter and some granulated sugar and whisk until it's nice and pale and fluffy. Next, you're going to add your one whole egg and continue whisking until it's completely incorporated into the butter and sugar. After that, you're going to fold in your dry ingredients, followed by the peppermint extract. And just basically you're looking for all the ingredients to come together to form a nice ball of cookie dough. Alright, so once the cookie dough has come together, take it out and you're going to roll this out to about 1/8 of an inch thick and start cutting out your circles. These are going to be about 1.5 inches in diameter, but really what you're looking for is just making sure that these are smaller than the circumference of your macaron, and you can always adjust that by how big you want to pipe out your macarons. So once you're done cutting out your circles, you're going to put them onto a baking tray lined with a silpat or some parchment paper. You're going to bake these at 300 degrees for about 15 minutes. While we're waiting for the thin mints to bake, you're going to make some peppermint ganache. So in a small sauce pot, you're going to add some heavy cream and bring to a simmer. Pour over your chocolate chips or your chopped up chocolate and start mixing until it's all nice and emulsified and it just gets nice and thick. About halfway through, you're going to add your peppermint extract, and once you're done doing that, give it a few mixes and then put it into a piping bag and reserve until ready to use. Alright, so once the ganache is done, your thin mint wafers are probably ready to go, so pull them out of the oven, let them cool down for 5 minutes, and then put them onto a plate and set them aside. Now it's on to the macarons. So in a small bowl, you're going to add 1 egg white and start whisking until it's slightly foamy. Then you're going to add your granulated sugar and continue whisking until you have nice semi-stiff peaks. Once the meringue is done, you're going to sift all your dry ingredients in a separate bowl, which is going to be almond flour, powdered sugar, and cocoa powder, and just make sure that's nice and sifted. Once that's done, you're going to add your meringue to this a half at a time and start folding until you have a cake-like batter consistency. Once the macaron batter is all squared away, put it into a piping bag fitted with a small round metal tip and start piping the macarons out onto a lined baking tray with some parchment paper or a silpat like I have here. Give the tray a few taps on the counter just to release any air that's caught inside the macaron batter, and you're going to let these macarons dry for about 15 minutes before baking. Once they are dry, you're going to throw it into a 300 degree oven for another 15 minutes. Alright, so it's been 15 minutes and my macarons are done. I'm going to pull them off the tray, let them cool down for 30 minutes, and once they're cooled down, I'm going to flip half of them over and dollop just a little bit of the chocolate peppermint ganache on one side, top that with a thin mint wafer, and then top that with more of the ganache. Sandwich everything in between both sides of the macaron, and repeat this process until all of your macarons are done. Once you're done doing this, really all there is to do is enjoy these chocolatey, minty, beautiful thin mint macarons with your friends and family. Thin Mint macaroons, guys. I think this is definitely mission accomplished. There's only one way to tell, so let me try one of these guys out. Oh my gosh, they look incredible. Wow. So obviously that chewy macaroon on the outside, crisp cookie right in the middle, really minty. Oh man. Oh yes. It's like a little surprise in the middle. Like you're expecting just sort of this fudge like texture, and this is crisp chocolate wafer right in the middle. It's just killer, 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 killer. Well, these were absolutely fantastic. As always, the recipe, the full recipe is going to be on my website, ByronTalbott.com. So for those of you who like, written format, and that's easier for you guys to understand, it's all going to be there. Full ingredient list, and most of the equipment that I use to make these macarons I'll have at my store. So go check that out. If you guys enjoyed this video, please thumbs up and subscribe. Comment below for future video requests, things you want to see in my channel, and I'll see you guys next time with some more delicious recipes. Bye, everybody.